Sagittarius. It's umomgtarot, and this is your Who Has Your Heart tarot card reading. Right, the first card we're going to go with is from the Romance Angels. Shuffling it right now for you. And we're going to look at the theme. We're going to look at the theme of this relationship because we want to know, why is this person on your heart? Huh? Why do they have your heart? So we'll look that up, and then we'll ID them with the astrology reading cards and go into a spread. All right, so here we go. Boom. Oh my goodness, this is why they're on your heart. This person has your heart. You guys are going through a time apart from your partner is on the horizon. There's a separation involved with you. This may be why you are thinking about them, why they're on your heart, why they have your heart. Big theme. So I'm going to go ahead and understand that you guys are separated, disconnected, not in communication. If so, the communication is not where it would normally be. So this person may be exhibiting the following cards as energy, the signs that I picked. All right, or it could be their sun, moon, rising sign. But again, it could just be their personality traits that are associated with these signs pertaining to this relationship. So let's keep it moving. All right, so your first card is Libra. This energy is diplomatic and gracious. It seeks harmony and balance in relationships. So this is a very, very, very romantic love type centric person. So if it's a Libra, then they are always looking for balance in their relationship. So during a separation, they would be weighing their pros and cons towards the relationship. And the separation thing and the Libra thing is like, do they want that? Is that finding balance? You know, is it a toxic situation? Is the absence making the heart grow fonder? I mean, I think that's what you learn during separation. Then we have, and also let's throw to the fact that Libra rules relationships, partnerships, and business agreements. Contracts that are associated with that would be marriage or some type of commitment that is serious. So then your next card, Sagittarius, is Sagittarius. This energy imbues power, superior confidence, and enthusiasm with faith, good fortune, and authority. This is a high confidence person. This is a high confidence person who likes to travel, who likes to see things. Now, if they don't like to travel, and typically they like to travel, they like to be out there, they like to be exploring, and they love an adventure. So this person could be living higher in their ego, or they could be living lower in their ego. But Sagittarius, I want to say that they're all-knowing, but they want to become all-knowing, and by being all-knowing, you realize you know nothing. So Sagittarius, and look for them thighs. Like I always say about Sagittarius, look for them thighs and them baby faces. You have Sagittarius on your hands. You guys know, just look down at your thighs. I always speak fun of Sagittarius' thighs like mine aren't huge. Okay, so Sagittarius is someone, and Sagittarius and Libra they're people with integrity, I would say, and I think that in their unevolved state they could be less integrous. So a separation is not necessarily the worst thing. It is an absence makes the heart grow fonder situation with them. And finally we have the energy is communicative and mischievous. Lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. This is Gemini. And Gemini, it looks like one of those... Okay, so this spread, without any tarot, I look at it and I go, okay, this reminds me of somebody who's dealing with some relationship themes, somebody who likes to explore and play the field a lot and be a smooth talker and charm and romance and stuff like that. But again, trying to find balance within relationships that matter and relationships that are fun adventures. And just trying to see where you stand in the dating world, or just try to play your hand, see how much you can get before you have to settle down. So that may be their pursuit right now, and that may be why there is a separation. They want to play the field a bit. Doesn't necessarily mean that they aren't I'm not saying committed to you, but like they may be tied to you in some way. They could be married to you, they could be asking for a separation so they can go play the field and see if they still got it. Heck, they could be asking for a hall pass, they could be asking for a break, they could be asking for something that separates you two so that they can explore. And with Gemini, I always feel like they need to prove to themselves that they still got it. Still got that charm, that charisma. Alright, so let's have a look at your tarot spread. I'm using the Angel Tarot deck. And here we go. Okay, Queen of Swords, independence. So it is proving your independence while you are doing the separation thing. I think that one of those things that you have to look at when there's separation and you're doing the independence thing is that you don't over-harden. You don't become so independent that you can't picture your life with someone else. You do not become harsh and guarded. You still have to soften, right? So I think that there are things to evaluate when it comes to the Queen of Swords. But we also have to know that she's experienced and she's not here for the bull. So you're not here for the fluff, the foolishness. And if there is a separation, coming back together should be a I'm here kind of situation and not a maybe let's test the waters. I don't know. I feel like you would command more of a are you here or not type of energy. Then we have the Two of Wands, progress. And we still have that same vibe of like wanting to explore, wanting to see what's out there. Should I do this or should I do that? Like stuck between two different paths to go down. And I feel like this speaks to the person that is going through the separation and just wondering whether or not they should go or stay. And then we have the Eight of Wands. Hovering right over the Sagittarius, we have journeys, we have traveling, we have two wands, so we have ego involved, but we also have passion. So it doesn't have to be one of those negative things where they're like, okay, I'm leaving you, I want to bang everyone in the world. This person may genuinely want to learn and experience life more before they lock down with you. And sometimes these relationships end early or they end prematurely because they know that you're a great person, because they know that you are somebody that you settled down with. And they're not really settled. They want to go explore and be stupid and be ridiculous. And Eight of Wands means there is a journey, a travel, some significantness to the journey is in the adventure. And they have to have it. I feel like they have to have it. They got to have it. Alright, and then we have the Six of Swords in reverse, resolution. That's moving on, but a failure to move on. Then we have the Seven of Cups, choices. So this person, again, like we're just exploring options here. I think that this person has moved on past the point of, like, I feel like when you move on because it seems like they moved on because now they're with someone else or now they're doing the dating thing and that's who they are and they're enjoying it. It's like when you try to move on in that direction and then you're like, okay, well, that's a phase, and after that I'm done. Because we do have the Seven of Cups and they're looking at the options. Again, reevaluating their options, making sure that their choices set them down the path that they want. I feel like all of this ego / explore, let me make an effort to do too much and not move on, or move on but not quite. Say I moved on but not actually. Energy, it's all hovering in the middle. All hovering in the middle. I think that they may have hurt you and left you guarded, left you feeling independent, and you may have done the same to them. They may be doing the independence thing on their own, trying to do whatever. Do I see any significant relationships coming up? It's like, okay, well, let's actually look. Do we see significant relationships coming in between that time where they're out here exploring? Yeah. Again, strength to endure. You might. I feel like this may be you enduring them and what they're going through, but I also feel like it's one of those things where you just don't look. Just don't look. All right, Angel of Courage. All right, so that's also Leo. That's Leo energy, so more fire, more ego. But I feel like this person, like, they need to go through a journey, they need to go through something before they can settle down or before they can get to the place where you make sense for whether you're a chapter or you're there for an eternity. Like, there's a journey that needs to be had before they get to you. And I feel like it leaves you a little scorned, but it also gives you more experience points. It gives you better discernment, and it makes you try to figure out your own balance, where you soften and where you harden, and where you take the foolishness, because maybe you'll take some kids' foolishness, like a little toddler, you'll be like, look at me, like, okay, whatever, it's foolishness. But if it's a grown adult, I feel like you've created more boundaries, or you can spot stuff more, you're ready. Whereas with them, they want that independence. Maybe they never had it before. Maybe you're in a place where you are, and then you're like, okay, well, just be with me. And then they haven't even done what you've done, or they haven't experienced certain things yet, and they just need to. They just need to. And then, boom, let's start talking about moving on, which they can't. Let's start talking about options, which you are one of them, and it's about their feelings. So whatever's tied to their feelings at the end of this journey is what comes up, is one of the choices that they need to pick, and that they never saw coming, because it's in reverse. Never saw it coming. I never thought that. I thought I would go down this path or that path or that path, but then my feelings got in the way. Okay? And I wonder what those feelings are about, but I guess that's another reading. Alright, so that is your tarot card reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!